Hey everybody, welcome to another Fright Friday right here on Night Owl Video. And today we are talking about a recent movie, 2022's M3GAN. So I hope you'll stick around. Welcome to all my new subscribers. And thank you to everybody who's commented recently. I love getting your comments. And yeah, so today we're doing a little bit more of a modern movie. I don't, if you've been watching my channel for the last almost year, you know that I don't usually buy new release movies that often. I think I got like Smile and I got Scream 5. Trying to think of other newer ones that I got. Candyman. Like I don't normally buy new release movies just because they're really expensive. But I'd heard so much good stuff about this movie that I decided to grab it on its first week of release. Which I almost didn't actually, because my local Walmart normally charges $24.99 for a new movie, but for some reason this one was $26.99, and I was just like, that's just a bit too much. Like, this is going to be $30 with tax for a movie that's probably going to be on streaming in like, I don't know, another month or something. But I really, really wanted to see this one, and I had a bit extra cash, so I took a gamble. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'm not sure if it lived up to the hype that I had going into this movie, but it was pretty good. So today on Fright Friday, I'm going to be talking about M3GAN, give you my thoughts on it, production notes, cast, reception from the critics, and all that stuff. So I hope you'll stick around. Leave in the comments below if you've seen this movie, what you thought about it. This is a sci-fi horror movie from last December, so 2022. It had its wide release in January of 2023, which would have been Canada. This was directed by a person named Johnstone, who you probably most people don't know who that is, and I didn't make the connection until I did my research for this review, but he is the person that did the movie Housebound in 2014, which actually I've been praising that and telling people about that movie since 2014. Because I really, really like that movie. I think it's a New Zealand production. I'm not sure if Johnstone is from New Zealand, but that movie Housebound is like an underrated, to me, like underrated classic. I would love to find that movie on DVD or Blu-ray. But so yeah, that was the person who directed this movie, and that's his only other credit was that movie. So I thought that was also pretty interesting. This was co-written by James Wan, of course, horror icon James at this point, James Wan, as well as being produced by Jason Blum of Blumhouse Productions. They actually had a really cool. I don't know if I've seen a Blumhouse movie recently, but it had a new Blumhouse intro to this movie, and wow, I just thought it was really, really cool intro. You know, like a studio has like a little, I don't know, there's that one with the keyhole, and then there's a skeleton looking through it or whatever. Like those kind of, I don't know what you call those, like promo stingers, or I don't know what those are, like studio stingers. I don't know. But anyway, they have a new one now, of course, because they're like $1 billion company. But so anyway, Jason Blum and James Wan were involved in this. So this is a kind of an all-star production crew on this thing. Lots of talented people behind this. So yeah, some people like that. Some people, I don't know. This stars Allison Williams. I love Allison Williams. She was in the TV show Girls, which I haven't seen all the seasons of, but the seasons I've seen I really liked. She was also in Get Out, the 2017 film Get Out, which I actually really, really liked her in that movie. And there is already a sequel in the works for this film called M3GAN 2.0, and she's going to be in that as well. That comes out January of 2025, so just a little less than 2 years, which kind of surprises me that it's going to take that long. But this also stars Violet McGraw. I don't know if she's on the back cover of this. She's there, but very tiny. Violet McGraw, she was also in Ready Player One, Dr. Sleep, Haunting of Hill House, and she will also be reprising her role in M3GAN 2.0 in 2025. The synopsis for this film is M3GAN is a marvel of artificial intelligence, a lifelike doll that's programmed to be a child's greatest companion and a parent's greatest ally. Designed by Gemma, a brilliant roboticist, that's played by Allison Williams, sorry. M3GAN can listen, watch, and learn as it plays the role of friend and teacher, playmate, and protector. When Gemma becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, Violet McGraw, she decides to give the girl a M3GAN prototype, a decision that leads to unimaginable consequences. So this is a killer doll kind of movie. This is a commentary on, the speed at which technology is going, and also the current state of parenthood, which could be, for some folks, putting your child in front of an iPad, or giving them like a Furby or some kind of thing to keep them occupied while they go and do adult things, work or whatever. So there's a lot of social commentary in this film. But that's basically the synopsis for this film. So apparently Jason Blum wanted the movie to have kind of a black comedy, dark comedy kind of element, and that's why he chose Gerard Johnstone, because he had seen the film Housebound and wanted him to come in and direct it. The budget was $12 million for this film, the box office revenue reaching $176 million. So this movie was a blockbuster, and that's rare for a horror movie. I know, like in the recent years, we've had like It or like Conjuring type movies like that. Like those were pretty big, but this one was like a runaway horse. Like I'm not sure if they expected this to be as big as it was, but it turned out to be like a phenomenon in a way. So I'm imagining M3GAN 2.0 is going to be probably a pretty big film. The filming took place between June of 2021 and August of 2021. It was filmed in Los Angeles, California, as well as Auckland, New Zealand. The film underwent a lot of reshoots to obtain a PG-13 rating. The original cut of the film was deemed too violent. This is the unrated version, so I'm assuming this has all the stuff that was cut from that theatrical version. So, I don't know. They wanted it to be like a horror movie, but they wanted to go more for like the Stranger Things kind of crowd, maybe a younger demographic. So that's why they cut out a lot of that stuff and made it like PG-13. The special effects in this film were phenomenal. I will give it that. It was mostly practical effects. There were mostly puppeteering. And then there was an actor named Amy Donald who did the live action sequences where M3GAN was moving in ways that, obviously a puppet couldn't. Some digital effects were added in post-production, but for the most part, this was like mostly puppetry, a lot of manipulation with rods and strings and pulleys and dials and control pads. It was really cool. There are some extra features on here which I did watch, which go into the special effects stuff. So it was really cool to see some of that, and really cool to see a return to some of that old school puppetry, kind of like the original Child's Play. The reception. So this film was released, as I said, in December of 2022, with a wide release in January 2023. The film got really good reviews. It currently holds a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, if you follow that type of thing. Most of the critics enjoyed its kind of campy, cheeky tone. Others really praised the special effects and the satire. I am all behind them with the special effects. Like, I was really, really impressed with that. Others felt it wasn't scary enough, but I think that was because of the cuts that took place to make this a PG-13 film. So, because when I watched this, I was like, this is pretty violent. This is definitely got some scary parts in it. Definitely got some jump scares. So I think maybe the critics the theatrical cut was maybe a little too tame, because some of the stuff in this movie is pretty violent. I mean, there's not a lot of it, but what's in there, it's quite violent. My thoughts on this film, I would give this a 4 out of 5 all day long. I like the film. The pacing was a little slow for me. I was waiting like 45 minutes in, like, okay, when is something gonna kind of happen? But then it's like a lot of these movies now, when it takes off, it really takes off. The special effects were really mesmerizing. I was really like, when you see M3GAN on the screen, and her head's moving and her eyes are blinking and her mouth is moving, and it's like some of the facial expressions, like they have like do all this weird. So it is really genuinely creepy looking, and just everything about it, the whole thing, the voice and everything. She sings in the movie a couple times, which is really creepy. I don't know the songs because I'm really, really old, but I'm guessing those are like modern pop songs. I don't know. But it was pretty. She was spooky. I'm not gonna lie. Like she definitely gave me the willies a couple of times. The acting was great from all parties. Like I said, I really liked all of the acting in this film. There's not a huge cast. There's a lady that lives next door who's kind of annoying the main characters, and she's quite good. I won't tell you what happens to her, but wow, yeah. I mean, I might even give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know. I might have to watch this one again. Initially, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, the first 45 minutes, I was not sure. I was like, I think I got duped here. I think this was like Prey, the Predator sequel or whatever, or prequel, whatever the hell it is. I felt like I've been duped. Like this was just a lot of hype. But then when this movie really takes off, when it really lifts off, wow. I mean, it really goes for it. So, yeah, I really like this. Cool, really cool tone. The ending was a little silly. It had a bit of a Terminator kind of ending. I don't want to spoil it too much because this is a fairly recent movie and not a lot of people have seen it. But the movies that came to mind while I was watching this were Ex-Machina, Terminator. I'm trying to think of what else. Child's Play, the newer Child's Play. Like if you put all those movies in a blender. This kind of like that. This edition is the Blu-ray edition, which just came out. It was just released in Canada last week, I think. The special features are 3 little 5-minute documentaries, A New Vision of Horror, Bringing Life to M3GAN, and Getting Hacked. This movie is rated PG, it's rated 14 in Canada and 13 in Quebec. I'm just trying to see if there's other stats on here that I can find. It runs 1 hour 42 minutes. A little bit. Overstates its welcome a little bit maybe, but not bad. This is a region. I assume this is a region 1. This has DTS high definition studio. What's this? SDS. I don't know what that is. But anyway, yeah, this is a pretty bare bones edition. Flip the discs around so they look all nice and shiny. So this one is the DVD Blu-ray combo pack. I, of course, watched the Blu-ray. This is, it says from the producers of Annabelle and the Black Phone. So, yeah, I don't say I love this movie, but I really, really, really like this movie. I feel like if I watch this a couple more times, I'm probably going to love it. Kind of like the first, what's that one, Orphan. It kind of gave me a bit of vibes of that, but again, yeah, it's kind of, I can see why people kind of got really excited about this movie and the hype was really high. And again, if you're really into practical effects and killer dolls and really good production value, great acting, this movie's for you. This movie's for you. Even if you're not super into horror, maybe you like thrillers. This does have a few gory scenes in it, but nothing that's gonna make you throw up or anything. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this film, M3GAN from 2022. I thought this was a pretty cool movie. I don't watch a lot of new horror movies for the most part, but I thought this was quite good. I'm looking forward to the sequel. I think they could probably do some really cool things with that. You can currently watch this where you can rent it on Amazon Prime as well as Cineplex. And I think it's around $5 or $6.99 to rent it now. So you can rent it pretty cheaply. But like I said, this will probably be, I'm imagining this will probably come to Crave or something in the summertime. But you can pick this Blu-ray up at your local DVD and Blu-ray retailers, whatever that might be. I guess Walmart and Best Buy. Or you can probably order it online as well. But like I said, let me know your thoughts on this film. M3GAN, pretty creepy. I mean, if you're creeped out by like killer dolls, this one's going to give you nightmares for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me the thumbs up if you like this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me over on Night Owl Video on Instagram, sorry. And yeah, that's my thoughts on this film. So until next time, I will see you at the video store or the thrift store or, you know, just out and about, but probably not in some kind of killer doll factory or something. I'm probably going to avoid those kinds of places for a while. Anyway, take good care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.